doubt can be an opportunity for faith. Why? None of us are 100% in faith all the time. On the journey of faith, we waver, we doubt, and we struggle. The problem is what we do with our doubts. Do we take those doubts and revel in them and just stay there? Or do we take our doubts to God, our questions to God, so we can get answers, so we can learn to believe again? Because God allows you to ask him questions out of curiosity so he can answer the questions of your doubt. And guess what? He gave us a whole Bible to answer those questions. So when you're struggling to believe, go to God in prayer, get in your Bible, get around some Bible believing, faith believing people so you can help increase your faith. This is a story in the scriptures where Jesus is talking to his disciples about forgiveness. And they say, Lord, increase our faith. In other words, what you're saying, we're struggling to believe it, and we need you to increase our faith. One day, Jesus meets this man who has a son that has a demon. And the man asks Jesus, if you can have compassion on us, help us. And Jesus says to the man, if you can believe. The father asked Jesus if you can. And Jesus turns around to the man and says, if you can believe, all things are possible to them that believe. And the man says, I believe, but help my unbelief. This is what we need to do with our doubts, our unbelief, and our fears. Lord, I believe, but there's a part of me that's struggling to believe. And when you do that, that doubt can birth faith. That doubt, that wavering can birth a moment where you remember who God is and remember what he says. So when you're struggling with unbelief, when you're struggling with doubt, get in your Bible, pray, talk to God about it, work through it, get to the reason why you're doubting, the source of your fears. Deal with that so you can trust and believe God. And God, even when you're struggling to believe, just like with that father, can do it in your life to show you the power is not in your ability to believe. The power is in the one in whom you believe. If you have a mustard seed of faith, you can say to this mountain, move, and it can move. You don't need a whole lot of faith. You just got to remember who you need to have faith in. And faith can be produced in seasons of doubt if you take your doubts to God. See you later.